Welcome back to another episode of Boys from the Bridge. This is the official channel dedicated to yours truly, Chelsea Football Club, and football in general. Everything you need to know, everything you want to know. It happens right here, right now. Let's get into it. So today's video is a review video to our game that happened yesterday against Sevilla. This was an extraordinarily good game. We made 9 changes for this game. I have to admit, when I looked at the team sheet, looked at all the players that were going to play, I was nervous. This was because of our defense. We made a lot of changes in our defense. Emerson at left back. He is a good left back, so I wasn't too worried there. But our centre backs, Rudiger and Christensen, now they haven't played together in an extremely long time, so I was worried to see how they were going to perform. Worried that, we needed to win this game in order to top our group. I didn't want to concede goals, so I was nervous going in there. As Azpilicueta on the right is a very good right back. However, he has lost a bit of pace due to his years. Now up front, Giroud starred in this game. He received from me a 12 out of 10 performance. He was exceptional throughout the game. Basically took every opportunity that came his way. Giroud shot 5 times. 4 of those were on target, and he got 4 goals every time he hit the target. That's exceptional. His accuracy and precision in this game was very clinical, so 5 out of 5 stars for him. He also won 4 aerial duels and completed a total of 18 passes throughout the match. So man of the match obviously went to Giroud. He was exceptional. He's really going to give Tammy on the weekend some difficulty getting back into the squad. How can you leave Giroud out now that he scored 4 goals against Sevilla away? Like I said, we made 9 changes. A lot of these changes did happen in the defense as well as the midfield. The likes of Havertz started in the midfield instead of Mason Mount. I thought Havertz was extremely good. For the first goal, he got the ball in his own half, drove the ball through the Sevilla midfield until he got to the edge of the Sevilla box and gave a nice ball to Giroud where he cut it back on his left foot and scored. So another player going in the blue has to be Havertz. The only player that I'm putting in the red as a low light is potentially Pulisic. Now Pulisic has just come back from injury, so I'm not going to be too hard on him. He was, however, quite selfish when he was playing. I know, he needed to score some goals to get some confidence back and also show the manager his ability, but we all know his ability. So there were some occasions where he should have played the ball to either Giroud or Callum HudsonOdoi on that wing, but he chose to go by himself. I could feel that Callum HudsonOdoi was starting to get frustrated with him, and I completely understand. So therefore, Pulisic is going in the red. Didn't have the best of games, had one opportunity where he did shoot and almost scored. I don't think he'll be playing on the weekend, but I think he'll be playing in midweek in the Champions League as we've already topped our group, and also in the next round of the FA Cup. So these kind of competitions will allow more squad rotation and allow players that haven't played so much to play. We were exceptional today. I hope that we can keep up this momentum moving forward. Some other players I want to talk about in the blue is Kovacic. Now Kovacic was our player of the season last season. I thought he was exceptional in the Champions League game against Sevilla. He won a lot of balls back, played a lot of good passes, got an assist, and overall his performance was outstanding. So therefore, I'm putting him in the blue. I really love Kovacic a lot. I'm a big fan of Kovacic. So I hope Kovacic can start more games, potentially against Leeds. That's what I'm hoping for, instead of Jorginho. Now Kante came off on the bench, won a lot of balls, gave an assist to Giroud. So I thought Kante also played extremely well. This whole team played very well. I was extremely impressed by them. We did have to survive a couple of severe scary moments, but we managed to get through those moments and score some good goals. The next player going in the blue was Callum HudsonOdoi. I thought Callum HudsonOdoi looked very comfortable and confident when he had the ball. Out of possession, he really ran around trying to get the ball back, putting pressure on the Sevilla defenders. So I really think he played extremely well, so hats off to him. Therefore, he is going in the blue. The next players going in the blue is a combination of Rudiger and Christensen. These 2 players have not really played with each other at all, so it is extremely exciting to see these 2 players play with each other. I'm extremely thrilled to see these players play so well with each other. They looked extremely comfortable with the ball and didn't concede any goals. So it's very reassuring that even though Kurt Zouma and Thiago Silva, who are our starting centre-backs, didn't play, we still have backup centre-backs that can perform the job just as well. The likes of Tomori, however, was on the bench. Now, I would love to see Tomori play. He hasn't really featured at all. I believe he played in the Spurs game that we sadly lost in penalties. But besides that, we really haven't seen Tomori play at all. I'm hoping next week in the Champions League, he'll get a chance when we play HudsonOdoi at home. I think this is a good opportunity to give Tomori a chance and to show what he's capable of. The next player going in the blue is Emerson. Now, Emerson was in charge of the corners. He gave one sloppy corner, but apart from that, all of his corners were on point. He played very well, driving up that left-hand side of the pitch, providing width to the game, and providing some really good balls. His defending was also very good, gave away a couple of sloppy free kicks, but apart from that, I think Emerson was class. So therefore, Emerson is going in the blue. Now, the Leeds game on the weekend is going to be a huge game. Frank Lampard has a lot to think about, because he made 9 changes and all these 9 players played so well. I believe that Manu will stay in goals, Reece James will come on that right-hand side, Thiago Silva and Zuma will come back into that centre-back position, Ben Chilwell will slot into the left-hand side. Now in the midfield it's going to be a little bit tricky, now that Havertz is back and Havertz has played very well. I do think though Mason Mount will be called up. This is a quick turnaround of the game. As you know, we played on Wednesday and we're playing on Saturday, so there really isn't much recovery. We had to also travel to Spain, so they have to keep that in mind. But I think Mason Mount will be in that midfield. Kovacic will also play in that midfield with Kante. Moving to the front 3. Now this is where it gets interesting. I honestly think Callum Hudson-Odoi was excellent. I would love to see Callum Hudson-Odoi play against Leeds. However, with Ziyech playing so well at the moment, it's going to be hard for Callum Hudson-Odoi to get into the first team regularly. So therefore, Ziyech is going to be on that right-hand side. Werner is going to be on that left-hand side, as Pulisic still isn't up to speed. And up front, I think Giroud needs to start. He has to start. If he doesn't start, the fans will probably call for this to happen. They'll be upset, they'll be disappointed if Giroud doesn't start and Tammy starts, and Tammy can come off the bench and prove why he should be starting. So there is healthy competition for that centre forward position. When Pulisic is fit on that left hand side and all our strikers are really firing, Frank Lampard is going to have a huge headache on who to choose. Obviously, Werner we bought in for the summer for around 50 million, so you would expect Werner to potentially start, but with Giroud playing so well, Tammy's ability to hold up the play and lay it off for other players, it is going to be tricky for him to choose. But I think we played exceptionally. I am excited, I was so delighted with this performance. It really made my day, has made my week now until our game against Saturday, against Leeds. Huge derby, but I expect us to win. I really hope we can win, move up the table, as we really can't afford to slip up. We have a huge amount of games coming in a short period of time, so I hope we can be consistent, score a lot of goals and keep clean sheets. I am really expecting Chelsea to do big things this season, could potentially get through very far in the Champions League, don't want to jinx it too yet, touch wood. But in the Premier League, I really believe that we're going to be hot contenders to win that. With the likes of Liverpool, City and Tottenham, I also rate are going to fight for that. Manchester United are slipping off. I hope they carry on slipping. But apart from that, it was an amazing game. I can't wait for a game against Saturday. I will be making a video after that. Stay tuned for that one. Come on, you Blues. See you later.